questions as well, is this
Yes.
whole informal sector, because we've been able to meet through Toby Adegun. He works with an NGO in Netherlands called Closing the Loop.
Okay, who's that?
Closing the Loop.
Yes, I'm familiar with
Yeah.
that.
So we have
You
been.
met in Nigeria?
Yes, Toby Adegun. He is working with Closing the Loop.
Okay.
So he is at the moment he is collecting phones from the collectors. So we've been able to meet with the collectors and some of the scavengers. So, and he has also been telling us about the industry and how it works.
Yeah.
So I think we're also very curious about what you said right now about Lebanese, about Indians who buy from these scrap dealers. Because then, could you say something about how the ecosystem works from scavenger to collector to kind of illegal recycler?
Well, I know. You see, nature abhors vacuum. The e-waste is there. The scavengers just want to make a living, see what they can repair and resell. Their own idea is to repair and sell. Now they realize there is value in the circuit board and there are buyers. So those guys too, they are working for a master. So they are reporting to one man who hires them. So they just get bitter. It is that guy who determines and sells to the Asians who take it abroad. My dream, and I still want it, is to formalize the informal sector, take them out of poverty. That's what I've been preaching, even in Union, that we should elevate them. Why? You will see 30-year-old car in Nigeria. People are ingenious. They are very clever guys. They will put Volkswagen engine in Mercedes, it will work. So my theory is if you train them well, they can do a lot of repairs, and the basic repairs. So more people can have access to computers because they can cannibalize one to repair the other. To me, it's a fantastic skill. That's why I have said don't ban second-hand, personally. Because if you ban it, less than 20% of the population can afford brand new equipment, new computers. So if you have banned second-hand, then you are excluding a large population. Yeah.
Something we've realized when we started working on this is that there used to be an assumption that that waste was sent from Europe to Nigeria and it was just sent directly to the dumps.
No.
But it appears that that almost all of it goes to repairers first, and if something isn't working, if it's e-waste, then it's repaired.
To importers first, who then will go to the repairers and so on and all that. Yeah.
So is it a correct assumption that basically there's that you support used electronics and not to ban used electronics?
Because once they are well serviced and maintained, you can use them more. You can get better life out of them. But don't bring e-waste because we don't have the facility. We don't have the infrastructure for recycling.
Exactly.
But even brand new will become waste eventually. So that's why I believe, like I mentioned, most of the cyber cafes rely on used computers to run all the cyber cafes in Nigeria. Many schools, many banks, they are using second-hand. But the problem is how to sustain them.
But like you said, there are so many skilled repairers here
But they need to be trained.
in Nigeria. So what they can also do is, oftentimes when we've talked to some of the traders at Alaba Market, they say, yeah, sure, some of it comes in and some of it is not working, but then we fix it and then it is working.
They do.
So then even the e-waste, which is illegal, actually gets a longer life.
Yeah. Well, I don't want e-waste in. That has been a contentious issue even in the COP of Basel. It's been a problem. There's guideline on e-waste. Because they are saying you should be able to export e-waste for repair. That's dangerous. But second-hand, as long as it's working when it comes in, I want to allow it. Because less than 20% of the population of Africa can buy new computers and phones. So with the second-hand, even the vulcanizer, even the poor man can now have a phone, call his loved ones, call his family. I mean, communication has improved a lot. And then for education, educating the child is very, very important. So that's my own perspective. And that's why I don't support banning second-hand, but ban e-waste, but not second-hand. But build their capacity to maintain, to repair, and so on. And then, of course, we're now talking about green design. Because most of these are downstream issues. The real solution is upstream, but that will take some while. How do we design out all these dangerous chemicals? Because if we remove the dangerous chemicals, it's like any other solid waste. So the chemicals inside is the issue. The heavy metals, the pops, and all that. So this is where OEMs have a role to play. But they have said it will take a while, it costs money. But as governments continue to pressurize them and enforce the regulations, they will look into it. Already with the Rush directive in Europe, you won't find nickel, lead, there are restrictions. Even the PBDEs, there are restrictions. But they tell me that's for Europe. What they are going to send to Nigeria will not comply because we don't have such regulations.
Yeah, so that's because of the regulations.
Yeah. Without regulation, it's not a level playing field. So I mean, we know the issues, but I would say, whether we like it or not, we are now in ITH. We are now going from analog to digital broadcasting. What's going to happen to all the analog equipment? So this is where I see it as an opportunity. How to develop skills, train people, let them use their natural ingenuity to see how to make a living out of this. That's my own perspective. Within the laws of the land. And how can we help them to achieve, because they want a better living. And they may even come up with wonderful things. Sometime last month, one secondary school child built aeroplane. Yeah, battery operated and was flying in the air. Some of these guys are very smart with little knowledge. So this is the opportunity I see. I want to improve the life of people. Let them get the benefit. Let the opportunity, let the challenge be an opportunity for green jobs, for poverty alleviation, and also for betterment of society. But the problem now is, I don't know how you find Alaba. They are less friendly as they used to be. Initially, I'm sure they won't want to talk to you because they think you are going to show them as polluting Nigeria, killing people. That is now there, but we need to. That lady from Nigerian student, I had to. She said, no, Professor Shiba. I said, he has been showing us to the world that we are poisoning. We are there. I said, try to educate them. Because Nigeria impounded their consignment and took them to court. I have been to court twice as expert witness for government because I'm in the university, so I analyze these things for government. But I'm a scientist. I'm doing my job, and I tell them, left to me, you are making a living. So they said, I spoke to the Director General then, Dr. Benebo, she has left. That one said, okay, if I've already taken them to court, if I give them these products back, where is my exhibit in court? Where could I show this is what I see from them? So